sure that the signal is coming through. And that means doing stuff that I probably should have done off camera, but hopefully won't take long to get working. There we go. Right, that can go over there. Just make sure it's coming through on YouTube before we get started in earnest. Alright, yeah, that's looking good. I will just update this, however, to say what we're playing. Here we go. I'll at least tell people what's going on. So unfortunately, Greg's just sent me a message saying he's out of action. He is unfortunately disposed at the moment. So we're going to be jumping around between a bunch of other games, and it's kind of convenient in a way because Nova Drift has literally just had its most recent update. So we're going to start off with a little bit of arcadey, shootery fun. They've introduced draft mode. I think we'll just keep to normal. So the most recent update is Enemies 2.0. There's going to be new baddies to face, a whole bunch more pickups from what I gather. In fact, let's have a look and see if we can tell anything from in here. Not specifically. It's not giving a lot away, but actually, right. So this is the thing. Because we're already at a pretty high level, I mean, we're like way past the end of 60 something. These new unlocks are going to be instantly available. We're not going to need to dig them out. So what have we got? We've got Challenger, that's new. Ricochet is new. Ooh. So those two are going to significantly affect things, and everything else looks much the same. I'm sure there's going to be some changes. Let's hop on in and see how the update feels. Now, for those who haven't played Nova Drift before, it's kind of like Asteroids. You have a ship, you shoot things, you get orbs which give you points and experience. Points and experience allow you to get upgrades. You start off with pretty pants stuff. Your first upgrade is for your weapon, second upgrade is for your shield, third upgrade is for your body, and after that it can become a lot more random. I think we'll... I like all of these. If we're going to maybe try and do something like Ricochet, let's go for the Salvo. So each of the weapons plays differently. The Salvo that I've picked up, you see down the bottom we've got a little count of missiles that's counting up. When we're not firing, we're increasing our stockpile of missiles. And then when we fire, it releases them all at the same time. Now we can just like keep holding down fire, and it'll just keep putting a few out now and then, But the real benefit of the Salvo is waiting until you can release a huge volume once and filling the screen completely. For the shield, I think we'll go for something relatively simple. Let's go for Warp. So it's a reasonably strong shield, reasonably fast cooldown. When it breaks, we get just under a second's worth of invulnerability, and we drop 2 bombs. And I like the sound of that. I like the idea that if anyone is going after us, they're going to suffer because of it. Right, let's keep away from these guys. We don't want them to actually get close enough to shoot. You see I'm periodically moving around, picking up those little white dots that appear. That's to make sure we're getting all the experience that's available for us. But damn it, I want to get this guy killed before he puts out too many things. There is collision damage in this game. If you decide you want to go full on charging into the enemy, you can pick up something like the Hullbreaker. That's pretty good. In fact, it's a really solid plan if you want to just barrel straight at the enemy. I think we're going to do something else. Maybe go for the Corsair. Higher rate of fire means we'll get more bang for our buck. Although the Spectre is a good choice for the salvo. Oh, we'll go for the Corsair. Let's be nippy. This is going to be really impractical until I get some kind of tracking. Right. What can we do to help us with tracking? So, we've got our first proper upgrade point. We have 5 rerolls. We can reroll this selection here, and it'll pick from the currently available mods for us. I think that's a good start to help us out. More projectiles is good, but I want tracking. Like, I really want tracking. Ooh. Also, getting evolutionary niches is really nice. Let's carry on looking for... This is not... There we go. Targeting. Right. We're off to a start. That took all of our rerolls to be able to do, but it means our missiles that are coming out of our sides are going to have an actual chance to hit things. So, you know, feel like it was worth it. Nope. No, thank you. Do not want you shooting me. Please desist. Next up, let's put guidance on. We're really going to focus on actually getting things able to hit the enemy, and then we'll focus on boosting the damage. Because if we can't hit anything, it doesn't matter if it does any damage or not. It's just gonna fly off the screen and be wasted. Now, asteroids do sometimes have those power-up orbs in them, so you want to be aware that they can be worth destroying. That was our shield breaking that bit that just happened. Hey there, Kevin. Yeah, we're both well, thanks. Greg is unfortunately indisposed this evening, so it's just going to be me. Right, let's get convergence out there. So this is pretty much the maximum tracking we're going to be able to get going with this. Kevin, the intention for this evening is to hop between a bunch of different games as the mood takes. Let's go for volley. More projectiles is always good. Old school game night indeed. It's just been a new update drop for Nova Drift, so I thought well worth checking it out. Literally just dropped this morning. Ooh, almost killed it before it got that second shot off. I really want those swirling to vanish. Right, okay, let's build up a bit of a stack for our volley. Nice and effective. We have another upgrade available. No, thank you. I will pick that upgrade in a moment. I'd just really like to get this guy killed. God damn it. He's going into the singularity. And we ran into an asteroid. Right, let's do the upgrade before I forget. So we can make our missiles bigger. We can improve our shield cooldown. I think we'll go for shield cooldown. I think that's going to be the most useful. Let's wrap round once. Ooh, this is potentially painful. We managed to escape pretty well unscathed there. Okay. Lovely. Feels like it's going a bit better. Focus fire is not that useful. Shield effect radius and shield effect power. Given we cause that explosion when our shield detonates, this is actually really quite powerful for us. Let's get it. Oh, look at that range. So yeah, obviously we don't want our shield to break, but when it breaks, and it inevitably will break, it's going to be working for us. Okay, before they arrive, let's get some kinetic boost. Oh, Kevin, there is nothing wrong in my mind with reimagining a classic. And I think Nova Drift does some really, really smart things. It's created a lot of very unique ways to play the game. Even just with the different body types that you can get. They cause you to play the game in different ways. It's really very smart. Yeah, let's get kinetic boost. No. There we go. Get away from their piddly little shots. It seems that my projectiles actually carry a lot of my momentum. And I don't think that's something that really happened as much in the previous patch, so that's giving me new directions on how to play Corsa. There we go. Right. Upgrades. Do the homing strike. I don't know if they're really worth it at this stage. Let's go for rapid fire, get some more actual shots out there. Because the fire rate is going to increase the rate of regeneration for our missiles. I don't think burst fire actually affects it though. Let's get efficiency for now. I think it's about time we can start looking at actually putting some damage out. You know, taking some improved damage upgrades. Most of these things die relatively quickly, but not everything does. Yeah, if you can't even kill part of a snake, you really need to think about upgrading your weapon damage. For the stats lovers, this game has loads of information as well, so you can firstly have a look at all the different things you've picked up, but also what your current weapon, shields, body, and other various little tweaks that you've ended up with are like. Oh, and it has a banging soundtrack as well. So we got 11 missiles being produced. They do 43 damage. It's not a lot of damage, but we can definitely improve that. If we go for velocity, this will make him go faster and do more damage, but then we can get snipe afterwards, which I really love snipe. So I think we'll do that. Go for velocity with a plan to get snipe as soon as we can. Ooh. He's gone and dropped a little, or had dropped a little turret thing. Now, the different enemies in this have different weak points. You can shoot the like tail tendrils off those snappers. Ooh, first boss fight. Okay, we want to get inside this ring. And then we are so not geared for this. we're attacking these tiny weak points inside. But it is very dangerous us actually staying in here. I think this might have been a mistake. Ooh, God! What am I doing? Okay, we made it past the bit I was worried about through pure luck, random chance. Pure luck, random chance. I'd like to say that was skill, but without any damage upgrades, that was foolish, reckless, and yeah. Okay, let's start doing some damage. Kevin, so I think there was a remake for Dead Island on the way, but I don't know the details of it. Right, that's one of them gone. We are so quick. I mean, we're like obnoxiously fast in this thing. I really like Salvo. Okay, run away from those before they properly cause us damage. Don't focus on that thing. Focus on this guy. Let's do that upgrade, jeez. Your next 3 upgrade contain only wild mods. That could be very useful. So they've reworked transmogrification so it forces you to gain level, which instantly makes it worthwhile. Because previously you'd take it and you'd effectively lose a level doing it. Blast radius? Blast radius is good. So shield durability. Let's go for blast radius. And we'll try and get behind this guy. There we go. Daniel Payne, I've already started playing Dead Space 3. I'm not as much of a fan of it as number 2. It is still a fun game, but I just have like major problems with the way it handles the save games and the resources you have. Like it's a lot more arcade, but yeah, you'll be seeing a Dead Space 3 play. Let me turn this down a little bit because in fact we can keep most of that high, but just drop the music volume down to a reasonable... Hang on. Yes, we can go down. Right, music volume down to a reasonable level so I don't need to shout. There we go. Dead Island 2 scheduled for release on February 3rd. Thank you very much, Kevin. Ooh, no. It was a bad time to go in to do things right. What are we doing? If we get Candescence, we can get Corrosion. That means we're going to start applying damage over time to them. And I'm a big fan of that as a damage over time thing because when things die to Corrosion, the Corrosion stacks go on nearby mobs. So it's like extra useful damage over time. Daniel, further to your question about Dead Space 3, there's also the Callisto protocol that's coming out. My Dead Space 3 run-through should run up to that being released. And then early next year, there is the Dead Space remake, which I'm also planning on doing it. So I'm doing 1, 2, and 3 in the run-up to the Callisto protocol, just to kind of get me in the mood space horror shenanigans. Ooh, I should really be paying attention to where I'm going. Right, missiles out. Don't mind me, guys. I am literally just playing around. Armor fragments? What the hell are armor fragments? They're new. Kevin, wait. When it comes out in February, I'm definitely going to suggest it. There's a few things coming out that I think are going to be really, really good. Yeah, completely agree. Completely agree. We've got some rerolls. Let's see if we get. There's corrosion. Let's take corrosion. Right, can we see anything about our... Right, so the armor fragment hasn't given us any plating. We've got 15% damage resist, but that could just be from the boost that we've got. I don't know. I'm curious and worried at the same time. I mean, it's kind of like the normal state of life. That is a lot of shooting that's going on. Ooh, let's not run into things that are going to directly kill us. Okay, 1 or 2 problems gone. Still half of it left, bloody hell. Right, we've got another upgrade. What are we going to do? Volatile shields, concentrated blast. Extra blast damage, but reduce the radius. That's going to lead us on to rupture and means we can get antimatter rounds. Not sure if I want to get antimatter rounds, but having the option is kind of important. Yeah, Daniel, for Callisto and the Dead Space remake, at the moment, I've got them both on kind of like a level pegging. I'm doing my best to avoid too many spoilers about things, but the limbic response system that they've got for the Dead Space remake looks really, really, really good. If you haven't, I would recommend going to look up the Dead Space Alive system, and they go through an explanation of all the sounds that you get from Isaac as he gets more injured, as he gets out of breath, as he's responding to different things, and how they blend them all together. It's really, really very cool. Right. Yeah, other things. Terror Invicta released into early access earlier today, actually. So I'll be probably playing that a little bit over the next couple of days, and then starting the actual channel playthrough of that once the Stellaris campaign has concluded. So there's not long to go until people can see some alien space action. It's going to be very different to the XCOM series of games. But it should be good fun. A little bit more political intrigue. It's fine. It's only a wormhole. / black hole. / I don't even know where it's going. Right, you. Let's get some more direct damage on you if we can. That is extending really far. That was a lot further than I thought it was going to go. Okay, there is snipe. That's what I wanted. after snipe, we can also get incendiary strike, which means our missiles will start setting things on fire, in addition to the corrosion. Ow! Well, that was a terrible time for that to go off. Right, I've got a shield back so I can relax a little bit more. And all those corrosion stacks just absolutely destroying the enemy. Maybe we should think about some defense. We'll get Revelation for the moment. Because we're pretty good on the offense right now. Ow. Comet right in the face. Need to get that thing killed. That little purple thing is going to make him invulnerable, which is very unhelpful. Okay, he's dead. That means his shield's gone. Oi! No ramming. It's amazing the difference not firing forwards makes when you're trying to chase down elusive critters. Okay, what are we going for? Incendiary strike. And after that, we'll get Splinter if we can. Woo! Dodged it at the last minute. Okay, this is only wave 70. So, pre-patch, I've made it to like 212. Once you get past 200, it starts getting like really, really sketchy. Finally getting around to Skyrim. I mean, there's nothing wrong with catching things late. Nothing wrong with it at all. If anything, I'd say it's probably a smart move, just trying to save on funds. Actually, you know what? We're going to save up 4. We're going to save up 4 upgrade points, and we're going to do that now. Because there is a super mod for if you have stockpiled. Oh god, that was the worst. Absolutely the worst time to hit. Okay, that's gone. We've got 2 stockpiles. We want to get to 4, and then we can look for the super mod. Because if we pick it up now, then if we ever reach the point where we don't like any of the upgrades, we can just still keep stockpiling more. And we'll be getting stronger, just not like a huge amount stronger as time goes on. No thank you. I'll just gotta go this way. Just throw some missiles as I pass through. Who's next? Oh, it's the big boy. Right. Okay. The trick with this guy, run behind him and don't hit his mines. Sounds straightforward, but the mines are an absolute pain. So actually we want to be destroying those missiles. Because if we're doing it with corrosion stacks, then those corrosion stacks go, ow! Thank God for our shield. Okay, shield is back. So I don't think we're in danger of like dying to this thing unless I seriously mess up. There's always the chance of me seriously messing up. Ooh, no, don't face me. There we go. Right, 3 stockpiled. Okay. Got lots of little bitty things. This is what the salvo works really well around. Yeah, 4 stockpiled. Okay. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. Ataraxia. You become more powerful and gain bonuses by stockpiling unspent upgrade points. Ooh. Or we could do something really, 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 really silly. So, Grandeur, it would cost us 1 level. It would normally give you 2 levels, and it would give you size, crash damage, blah, 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 blah. Slows you down massively. But it doesn't appear again for a while because it's quite powerful. Now, because we picked up Revelation, we would get 3 of those. So it cost us 1 level. It would give us 5 levels, which would take us to 8 upgrade points, and then we could get Ataraxia after that. Let's do that. This might end up being unplayable. Okay, so we're still looking for Ataraxia. And this is the problem, like, because I didn't take... There it is. Because I didn't take it, we could have got ourselves in the position of not being able to take it. Ooh, what? While you have 10 or more unspent upgrade points, all bonuses are increased by... Okay, so this has been reworked as well. 5% extra global damage and 1% hull and shields and thrust per unspent upgrade point. That's fine. That helps counteract some of the grandeur. When you've got 5 or more, plus 30% body gear powers. That's good. 10 or more, all bonuses are increased by 50%, so that would go up to 45%. This would go up to 7.5%, 1.5%. All right, let's do this. So these are likely to be a lot more powerful. So we've just gained 40% damage boost by doing that. And 7 shields, which is not amazing, but given every bit of shield will help, I'm fine with that. 40% damage boost though, just for taking a mod. And actually, it hasn't slowed us down that much. The grandeur. It has slowed us down quite a bit, actually. Alright, we're doing an Ataraxia build then. This is not what I would have expected. So that's another 5% damage boost that we just got. We've got 9 stockpiled. I want to see what we're like when we get to 10. I dislike these guys. They have a shield, and then they shoot those things which extend everywhere, and they're just like, the floor is lava, but in space. Got another one of these, right. Let's get away from that. Come on, face me, face me. Haha, you faced me, you fool. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any missiles through that. Oh, we got it! Ha! Ha ha! Shoot it round the edge. Amazing. Alright. Still on 9 upgrade points, very nearly 10. So let's just quickly check. We're at 154% global damage. And 98 shields. Right, there we go. Now we're on 10. 179% global damage and 103 shields. That is significantly worth it. And now we can think about spending upgrades again, is what I'm thinking. Just look at our damage output. Wow. Wave 100. Our best bet is just to keep flying around this guy, flinging out missiles now and then. We should be faster than him. And I don't mind if we're not particularly efficient at hitting him. No, thank you. Woo! Yeah, nearly got me. He's got particular patterns that he follows around. But we've already like half killed him. We're going in another direction. Oh, he hit us. Let's not let him do that again. Down he goes. Right, that's 11 stockpiled. So what can we do to make things better? Adaptive armor is a good choice. If we carry on just like saving up our upgrades, we'll get to 20 and we'll have Hyper Boost, but I don't even know what Hyper Boost does. So let's get Adaptive Armor, and we'll... In fact, we've got rerolls. Yeah? Damage resistance when not thrusting. Well, it's not particularly useful. Shield durability, however, is flat out good. Because that's more than just going to be 20% survivability. Ha! Love the fact that they just kept circling for a moment. Woo! Dodged the worst of it. Dodged the worst of it. We have another upgrade we can do. Mastery, 5% better everything. One day we will get that splinter ability. It's just it's been less urgent than everything else that we've done. Yeah, clear the screen. Don't let any of the points go away. That's going to be explosive. Let's make sure we've got enough in our salvo. Jeez, didn't this guy learn the first time? Well, apparently he did. We've definitely got a lot more oomph in our tank than we had previously. Yeah, significantly more. We can do another upgrade. So let's see if we can get Splinter. There we go. So now each of our ones that hits will split into smaller ones, which will then all go off and do the same. And now, really, we're going to need to weigh up, like level in, level out, whether it's worth getting any more upgrades or just pushing for the flat 5%. So what can we do? Barrier is useful. If a hit to our shields exceeds 25 damage, it'll be reduced to nothing. It'll stop us getting one-shotted by stuff that like blasts all the way through our shield in one go. Check of our stats. So global damage is up to 177. Yeah, that's about where it should be. Shields is up to 130. We don't have much hull regen. We might want to look at that so we can actually heal up when things hit. Oh, it actually lists off body gear powers as a stat now. So hard to say, because before this patch the game was very different. So I've been up to like 220 in terms of waves, which was like 790,000 points. So certainly not the best player out there. But with the changes that are coming in, that might be easy to do. That might not be possible anymore. I don't know which way it's going to go. Try and keep back and forth so we keep getting the... No, stay away from the hammerheads. Lure them into a massive trap. That was quite lucky. Almost got enough for another upgrade. There we go. What do we want? Did we want anything? I'm not a big fan of Omni Shield. Omni Shield is too much of a gamble. Let's re-roll that. So we could go for Evolutionary Niche. Not as useful with this one as with others. Let's go for Payload. Let's get more damage out. Ooh, or Plating. No. Payload. Whoa! Okay, got them gone. Ooh, these guys are annoying because they're fire trails. Let's just try and keep away from their bums. So they do that for a moment and then they scooch around in between the screens. Thankfully, we got them killed before they did it. Oh, what the hell? Nope. That's new. What the hell? Yeah. Right, so that was wave 134. I have never seen one of those before. I would be quite happy not seeing more. Like some giant scorpion beetle thing. Almost scarab-esque in a way. No, thank you. I love having homing weapons when dealing with those tiny things. It's not just useful, it's kind of vital in a way. Okay, we can do another level up. So while we've got a moment, let's see. Regeneration. I did say regeneration would be useful. So would improving our hull strength actually. And then getting plating. Let's do hull strength for now. Whoa. No, thank you. Hard pass. Dodge away from all those. Let's come down here and get that upgrade experience point thing. And then back away from the impending doom. Got most of them killed before they launched anything off. Comet working in our favour. Right, another upgrade. None of these are particularly enamoring. Absorption, that'll do. Try and just weather the hail of hell that's coming all over the place. Jeez. You're also going to be no fun. Let's just blow up all those bits and we'll dodge around the back. Yeah, so there's a lot of repeated enemy patterns in this. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they're all fun enemy patterns, so there is variety amongst them. Oh, I want to be killing them. I'm not going to get any points if the singularity gets them. Ow. I prefer it if they weren't so keen on headbutting me. This is a horrible combination. Right, let's put on reflexive shields for now, at least. Coordination is definitely, and reading chat is a way I'm going to get myself killed, which is hilarious. Bit of a waste when there's all the hammerheads in there. Let's not be near their explosions when they're off. I feel like we're doing well by darting off the edge and coming back periodically. We're managing our relative position very well, especially for mobs that do a lot of charging. Like the directed assaults, I don't care so much about. But when they're looking to ram us into other threats and hazards, that's when we need to pay attention. We can do another upgrade. What are we gonna do? Homing strike is potentially the best. Oh, focus fire, and then we go for fusillade. That is, without a doubt, going to be the best. Ooh. So these guys, we don't want to be shooting their front, is the short of it. They've got a massive shield that absorbs all the energy you put into it. Okay, fusillade. There we go. Doubles base projectiles, gives an extra projectile, and makes things even more explosive. So lots of missiles. They all ultimately do a little bit less damage, but there is a lot more of them. So we can create incredibly busy screens. It also means that we can potentially be killing stuff as it comes into the screen just by holding down our salvo. Let's go off the other side. It's going to be a bit more sensible for our survival. No, 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 no. Away! Wrong time to cross the screen. Alright. Mostly. Up to wave 185 now. Still got plenty more to go. We can do another upgrade, should we want. Regeneration? Regeneration seems like a smart move. That worked out spectacularly luckily, but that's still a lot of potential damage coming in, and our shield is down. There we go, shield is back. The hammerheads are starting to move really quickly. I think they're going to be one of my biggest worries going forwards, because they can just knock us into stuff. Actually, pretty much anything that does ramming. So these guys as well, but not as much these guys. Okay, so I think that's Hyper Boost, where like everything is going super awesome. We've reached the point where our levels are coming. Whoa! No, this is wave 200. Let's get around his back. So we've got 2 problems to deal with. And they're both nasty in their own way. And they're both gone down. Definitely want our shield. We're not going to get rid of it. Adaptive armor. So I like adaptive armor because it will give us armor stacks as we get hit by things. So we don't want to be getting hit by things, but you know, getting damage resistance is better than not. And we are at the point where inevitably things aren't going to hit us. Okay, I think we've got a sort of moment to breathe. Wave 210 is going very well. Tactical explosions. We're just going to pick a direction and punch our way out there. No, we are not staying in there. It's fine. They barely touched us. They all barely touched us. Okay, let's... They should remaster paddle tennis. Ha! Maybe. So we're up to 188% global damage. Most of the stuff is still the same, though. It's just our global damage is what's allowing us to keep being worthwhile. These guys are getting really fast. I don't particularly like any of these turrets. Could be interesting, but we'd need a lot more levels to really push them. Warpath, on the other hand, extra fire rate and thrust for killing things. Yeah. Killed him with our shield. We need to be careful for a moment, though. Okay. To say the game has gotten more chaotic is a bit of an understatement, but that's fine. We broke 500,000 in terms of score. That's that is a worthwhile showing, I would say. Oh god, all those mines. No. I have no idea how I managed to pull that off, but still alive. And there is a lot of explosions going on. Okay, do I get a moment to breathe yet? No, there's still more things down here that I need. Almost had enough time for our shield to recharge. Okay, carefully round the edge. That's what we do. This time, nope, not carefully round the edge. We just run away. And we do have another upgrade stockpiles. So let's take a moment to look and see if we could do something worthwhile with it. Don't fancy any of these. Rupture 3% of enemies' hull is alright, and we could push on to get deflagration. Except we don't have purge, so I'm less enamoured by that. Heavy caliber. It's an idea. Double tap. Extra rate of fire is always good when you're dealing with these. Let's reroll one more time. Siege weaponry. No, we're not going to do siege weaponry. Siege weaponry makes you take damage as you're firing. Radiant shields would make it a much larger explosion. We could push for singular strike instead of shooting out a bajillion rockets. We would just have one. I think that's a very bad idea. Let's get ready for the shields. We don't have to get anything, but I think it'd be good enough to warrant. That warpath, stacking buff, is actually letting us keep up with a lot of things, just by putting out loads more missiles. Because increasing our fire rate increases the rate with which we produce missiles. Oh my god, he's moving so quick. Ow! Jeez, nope. Splat. Splat indeed, right. So that was a salvo. So I've gone further but in earlier patches, so it doesn't count at all the same. The draft is an interesting thing. 35 upgrade points, and it forces you to wave 120. I don't think we'll do that. I'm enjoying playing through from the start. So I think we'll have one more game of this, and then we'll switch to something else. Maybe like Hardspace Shipbreaker. You're not dead. Okay, this time, let's go stupid. Let's go Thermal Lance. Which I would in no way say is a practical weapon, but you know, could be good fun. Let's go for Reflect for our shield though, and if we're going to be sticking this out the front, maybe we should go for the Firefly. So we've got fire out the back, we've got fire out the front. And whichever way things come at us, they're going to end up getting scorched. Okay, let's make it big. What's better than one super slow firing giant laser making it giant? I'm not convinced this is going to be a practical choice. Not even close to convincing myself it's going to be a practical choice. Try and scooch around. Okay, snipe could be interesting. Right, so charge up and sustain a focused lance to hit, to burn targets while sustaining. You also fires a little modifiers to blast radius and rate of fire affect the charge rate. Okay, so blast radius and rate of fire are the two things I should really be going for. This does do blast radius, and it does 30% weapon damage. This does rate of fire. Let's go with the blast radius to start. Kind of do a drift past thing, like, to make our little add-ons a little bit better. Ooh, Ricochet. I haven't seen Ricochet. So minus 15% projectiles. But we'll see if it makes our little sparks ricochet off. Oh, we're doing a good amount of damage on this. He went down quick. I think this will do good for single targets like bosses and the like. Heavy caliber is an interesting one, but not going to be useful for us. We can go Scorching Wake and get even more fireballs. So now we're futting out fireballs as we move along. This is such a meme build. Maximum meme. It seems to be working well enough, though. Okay, what can we do to burn damage? More burn damage. It just penetrates right through them. Can I go through his shield? I can go through his shield. Thermal Lance. And actually, we're hitting stuff that's like right at the very edge of our range, so we might actually have a bigger range than I originally thought. Corrosion, definitely. We're going to push for that. Yeah, it's kind of like we're waving some giant lightsaber just really slowly and badly. We could double down on our wild mods with Obsession. This might be a terrible plan, but the entire build that we're doing is a terrible plan, so you know, you kind of have to forgive me that. So what Obsession does is, if we pick up wild mods that can be taken multiple times, we get them twice, like Solar Heart or Scorching Wet. Get even more fireballs coming out of our butt. But for each time we do this, we lose 3% hull and shields. So it's not a huge hit, but it is a hit. Look at my butt fireballs. I really should say the butt fireballs don't do a lot of damage. Ooh, Fast Sight. No, we don't care about that. But Revelation, we will definitely get. Let's really go for the wild mods. Okay. So in here with all the fire. So we're putting out fireballs behind us. We're putting out fireballs in front of us. Yeah, this is a boss killing meme build. I'd be surprised if we make it to wave 100. Like, I'd be really surprised if that happens. Rapid fire, that's going to improve our charge rate. Ooh, double tap. It improves our rate of fire, which is great because we need that. It means we can still take rapid fire later. And it means that our thing can get even more stupidly big. So let's get mastery. Missed me. Still missed me. Yeah, my beam is bigger than your beam. No way you're going to win that fight in a head-on. Just sweep it through these guys. Okay, what now? We want more fire rate still. There we go, there's the fire rate. Ooh, we could go for bravado. No. Stay focused. Stay focused on the silly build. So our fire rate right now is 9.43 per second. Don't know what that really counts as. 7.5 per second is what it was. But we know rate of fire affects the charge rate of it. So... felt pretty solid. Okay, let's go on blast radius. Bigger blast radius is what we need. Literally just burn him up in my exhaust. We do a lot of damage from the front, but we do a lot of damage from the back as well. I don't think more Scorching Awake is going to be particularly useful for us. So what can we do to improve our fire? 20% extra rate of fire. This is working a lot better than I thought it would. Ooh. Challenger. Recursive. Summons an enemy bearing great power and greater rewards. Champion boss or enemy. Each subsequent challenger is stronger and grants more orbs. If the challenger is destroyed, it drops a random power. If the challenger is destroyed, you gain a level. Oh, we're definitely getting this then. So what kind of challenger does it summon? Okay, these are big. These are very big. Actually, I don't want that guy to be looking at me. Okay, one gone. Ow. Damn, that's nearly killed us. We're still in it. Might be too much. Okay. We're still alive. Right. Let's not do that again. Two challenges at the same time. Tricksy. Very tricksy. So you automatically gain level for it. So it's good for points, I guess. And fun, of course. Good for fun. Let's go for purification. Igniting enemies will give us back some health. I would really like to do siege weaponry on this, but the self-damage... Actually, we're the fireflies, so it's not necessarily going to be terrible. And then I want something else that's going to give us some regeneration. Look how long that's getting. Okay, this thing actually has a bigger range than us, so I'm going to try and be sensible. We just outburned it. That's insane. Okay, I want to improve the siege weaponry on this because this is just crazy. Look how little damage we take. Look how... Oh my word. Okay, we need to improve our thrust. We need to improve our Rate of turn. Improve our blast radius. Because it's going to make it even bigger. So I started off saying that this was a massive mean build. I'm actually pretty impressed. I've just got to make sure that we don't keep firing forever. If we go for evolutionary niche, this will give us self-damage resistance, which is pretty good. And it improves our thrusters around the back. The big ones, not the little fireball, but the big one that gets the spiky glow bits. Okay, let's just go all the way through. Do it from the other side. You're dead. You're dead. I think there's other things we can do to boost the charging of this as well. Even more double tap. I mean, we've got 4 of it already. Let's give ourselves a little bit more buffer. Some extra hull. A little painful, but it's fine. This is just... It should not work this well. Where's the big guy? Okay, he just rammed us, so... It's not a super simple, but he's almost dead already. That was very painful on our health because our shield is down at the moment. I need to get some guys burning so we can get our regen up. Okay, let's use our upgrade. Absorption. Absorption is a really good choice. And that will lead to force armor, which will just give us flat hull damage resistance. I see you. Hold on. There we go. So I would like to revise my original opinion about the thermal lance. I am quite liking it. Let's get bravado, because that's going to give us more self-damage resistance. I will check what our self-damage resistance is in a moment, actually. Okay, so 20% self-damage resistance, that's really not bad. It's not quite as much as I would like. So this is 15 plus another 1.5 plus another 1.5. Yeah, I suppose it's about right, isn't it? I would like some more. Right, I'm going to step away just for a second, but I'll be right back. Right. Back to burning everything in sight. Okay. Juggernaut will give us maximum hull. That's a smart move. And actually, I think if we get Calibrate will allow us to get one of the super mods later. So if it crops up, we'll have to consider it. It's certainly working. I don't know if I'd call it OP until we've been through more levels. Wave 100 is like the test for me, but this definitely seems to be working nicely. Okay, we don't want concentrated blast, force armor. There we go. Hull damage resistance. So this is the point where it gets sketchy because of this guy. We are blasting him down quite quickly, actually. Nope, let's move. But look at that, we took half of his health off. Jeez. Yep, Lance is OP. Ow. I positioned myself very badly there. We need our shield back. Let's get through. Nope. Yeah, if you're not picking stuff up as soon as it comes through, then you're gonna die. Good fun. Good fun. All right. Let's switch away from Nova Drift. And yeah, maybe we'll switch over to Hardspace Shipbreaker. Because I haven't really done anything on it, and it won't take long to update. Right, I need my dock. There we go. I've only played this a tiny little bit, so I'm gonna need to remind myself how it all goes. Also, totally stealing it from Greg's Steam account. Explosions and all kinds of stuff. Right. Let's delete the profile because as I said, I've only done the tiniest little bit. And we'll stand up. Unlimited lives. You work on the clock. Time is money. Kevin, it's a couple of times throughout the week normally. So I do Monday streaming, and then I'll pick 2 other evenings when I record the other things that are going on. So sometimes it's like Wednesday and Thursday. Sometimes it's Thursday and Friday. Sometimes it like blend into Saturday. But I try and make sure everything's all done by Saturday. The Shipbreaker, that's us. Totally not going to get ourselves in trouble doing this. Yeah. Bill past due. Greetings, citizen. Congratulations, you've been accepted into Lynx Corporation's pioneering Pave the Way to the Galaxy program. Your selection was based on above average physical and cognitive ability. You were assigned to Salvage Station 42. There we go. Yeah, we'll go standard package. Let's go for this. We'll go for standard. Meal preference is going to be purely chicken. I have no criminal records. I'm not a member of the union. Yada 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 yada. I will vote for Chancellor Chu Tang in the Pan American Senate election. Right. I'm not going to skip the training because I need reminding how to play. Actually, while it's doing this, I'm going to top up my beer.
Each day he steps into the yard to earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above.
Yeah, we don't need to watch the intro.
Hello, Cutter
As nice as it
934-52.
is. That kid's
Your
voice annoys
automated
me.
Lynx onboarding experience will now begin. Please observe this important message.
Alright.
Space. Boundless promise. Limitless resources. A brighter future. It's here where hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy. I'm Calicia Rai Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation's Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars.
An opportunity
His vision
for exploitation.
eventually brought us the railgates. Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the veins connecting all of modern civilization. And the people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You've been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history. Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard, heed your superiors, believe in the Lynx vision. Do this, and you too will get your chance. Your first step is to join our EverWork program, the greatest gift we give our employees.
EverWork program.
Turning
That
death
is
into an ongoing opportunity for learning and growth.
that is quite
With Lynx,
the title.
death is a fresh start. Good luck.
Yes, I want a fresh start.
Video observation complete. To finalize onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the Lynx EverWork Asset Replacement Program. Don't worry, pain levels during extraction are largely tolerable. Please note, as outlined in Section 31 of your employment agreement, the process of genetic extraction will destroy your original body. Beginning extraction now.
Off to a good start.
Extraction analysis and backup complete. Thank you. Beginning spare generation.
And of course, they're going to bill us back. Congratulations, it is now safe to die. Alright, let's push on with this salvage training. Ah, that's a lot of money. Also, 325 million for equipment setup. It's like when you get your internet installed. Display of fees report 750.
All right, breathe, breathe. You're okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with their first spare. Anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. This here's Morrigan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. Alright, let's test out your orientation control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above.
Alright, we can do that.
That's it. So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient. Alright. Now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around.
Forwards, backwards, left,
Now
right.
vertical control.
Ascend. Descend. Shift also works for descend.
Mm-hmm. Looks good. Now, to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints.
We can manage this.
Used to be a cutter myself, you know.
Let's break. There we go, get that done.
Complications with my last revive. Those are early days in the tech, though, so never you mind about that. Oh, almost forgot the most important thing. Brakes. Get yourself going at a decent clip, and then test them out, why don't you?
Almost done.
All
Lovely.
right. Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess. We're gonna clean this scrap up. I'm gonna activate the furnaces. Now. Dang thing. Would you just... There you go. So these furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying. These things are hot as all get out. So, try not to drift into them by accident.
Makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is a Shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around. Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object to move it around, if it's not too heavy. Give it a go. Move one of these pieces into either furnace. So, when you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it.
Makes sense. Oh, we need to use grapple wheel, alright.
Nice job cleaning up that soft metal scrap cutter. Huh. Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple. I'm enabling your scanner so we can check out their structural makeup. Go ahead and boot it up.
I want to put this in the furnace, though. Ooh. Yeah, let's put myself back in for that. Right, activate the scanner.
This mode of your scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting. You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool.
Okay, let's get the cutting tool
The cutting
out.
tool has two modes. The first one is the stinger. It's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter?
You bet I am.
Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move.
Yeah, there is nothing health and safety
That's how you do it.
about this
Okay.
tutorial.
Let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor. Look on over at one of them there. Yeah, so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends. Hey, all right. We're in business. Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there.
Chuck it in nice and quick.
Well, okay. We're almost done getting this bay in shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there. Now, this beast is way too heavy to move as is. It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of. We're going to have to switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool. Start slicing this thing down to size.
Right. I
Go ahead and switch
think
cut modes
if
now.
I'm lucky, that should just get dragged in. In the meantime, let's get this over and
Now try changing the angle of the cut. We're in business.
cool.
I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl.
I'm gonna
I'm going to
forget
turn
all
on your
the
salvage indicator so you can track how much work there
specifics.
is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up.
There it goes.
Raw material processed. Credits
Great
deposited.
first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab and I'll show you the ropes there.
Not yet. I'm not
Fly
done,
over
Weaver.
Back to the master jack. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy. When you get there, head on in and we'll get started.
I think that's everything I can do out here. All right. we go. End shift to return to the hab. Remaining 0.0%. It's the only time I will ever get that, I'm sure. It's not bad. 456,000 credits.
New certification level attained. License level increased.
Oh, you can use the scanner to show the pressurization state. That would be useful.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have one incoming transmission waiting.
Okay, let's have a look at the terminal. Received a call.
Welcome to your new home, Cutter. There's everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation something or other. Around here, we just call it your hab. Now, how's about you get yourself some rest? We'll pick up your training in the morning. Sleep tight there, Cutter.
Alright, we want to change the posters, I'm sure, but that can happen another time.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy this inspirational message. The last 10% of a job takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
Wow. Okay, so we've got unread messages at the employee terminal. Minimum payments are due by 10 AM. Failure to pay on time is considered a breach of contract.
Rise and shine, Cutter. Hope you feel well rested. Ready to continue your training? Okay, let's have a look at your employee terminal. Now, let's get caught up on career progression and certification.
Kevin,
I've sent you a
your
message
missions
with an explanation.
are timed,
Go
but
on and give it a read.
in more like a work shift kind of way. So you'll have oxygen in your suit that you need to replenish, but you also get a certain amount of time during each day to work, and the more days you take to salvage things, the more in debt you're going to be, because you're not going to be able to keep salvaging at the same rate. So oftentimes you're going to want to grab the easy, quick, expensive stuff off a ship and then just move on to the next one because it'll be more efficient.
Clear as mud? Don't worry, I'm here to walk you through the process. Soon enough, I'm going to introduce you to some of the other shipbreakers. Most of them are willing to help you out too. All right, let's start a new shift and pick your first ship to work on.
Alright, we'll do that in a moment. So, certification system is our career progression tool. So we are rank 2 at the moment. We get MPs by doing stuff that's hitting objectives on the salvaging, which allows us to rank up, which allows us to get better ships, etc, etc. And hopefully we can work towards getting rid of this 1.2 billion debt. Structure mode on the scanner allows us to scan what's going on. Financial relief program, blah blah blah. All essential onboarding costs and fees, including the cost of training, equipment borrowed, and it's the fees of the Everwork replacement. Salvage goals. Yep, that's the MP system that allows us to rank up. Ooh, and because we are rank 2, we can now do a mackerel. And if we die, there will be a new us that gets put out. So, at rank 2, there is not a lot. Just we could do the mackerel station hopper and the mackerel light cargo. Rank 3, the heavy cargo comes out, and we get links tokens to spend. We've got 5 links tokens to spend at the moment, which I believe we can do upgrades for some of our equipment. Let's go to the ship catalog.
This screen shows which ships you have access to. Each morning, you can choose to continue working on the ship you got, or start a fresh one. Go ahead and claim one, and we'll get to work.
So we've got a Station Hopper. This has got a couple of goals on it. 5 goals, which will get us different links tokens and a repair kit potentially. There's 2.4 million worth on that. 2.419, 2.412, 2.419. So of these two, they're very similar. It's just the weight is slightly different. And the rewards look to be exactly the same for each of them. There's no hazards. So let's go for the Northern Odin.
She's all yours, Cutter. Your primary goal is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor, aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship if you can. We call it using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way and start knocking out that debt of yours. I'll be observing and giving you any help if you need it. Good luck, Cutter.
Right.
We were out.
Let's slow down and have a look what we've got. Ooh, wow, it shows all the components and everything. Okay, that seems like way more information than I need. Let's actually go to the end first, and we'll see if we can do anything with the end. Right, so we can definitely cut that. So precision cut. There's our first bit. Right. Let's get the old grapple on it. And we want to sling that right over there. Good enough. Good enough. We can already see new bits for cutting. Now, some of these aren't going to make a lot of direct sense for the way they work. But the more of these we do, let's drop down a little bit actually and stop there. The easier the ship will come apart. And then we should be able to use our body to actually move some of the bits around. Missed that. That's out of range. You know what? Let's see. Can we push this off yet? Doesn't quite look like it. We're not really going to be able to get that out. Let's come in from the other angle. Oh no, no, we were pulling it off. Awesome. Okay. Well, we can squeeze right in here then. Our cutter will overheat, so we need to be careful not to use it too much.
Soon enough, you'll be stripping the huge Gecko-class freighters like nothing. Got my start, salvaging back down Earthside, in a droid scrapping biz. You know what made me come up here?
See how
One day,
hot it's getting
we
there.
got a batch of this particular model in. One of them kinds of synthetic skin and everything. We almost never saw people looking ones like that. They're always too expensive to manufacture. Seems someone found a warehouse full of them. Mothballed for, 20 years or so. Since the AI ban took effect. Probably bought the whole lot for pennies, thinking they could turn a tidy profit with the salvage.
Okay, let's put
Don't worry
some of
to
these
lie.
bits in.
These things looked exactly like my stepbrother Jed.
So we got this
Even
going
had
into the
same
processor.
slack-jawed expression. Now, Jed and I wasn't exactly pals or nothing, but all the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into getting on with Lynx. I tell you what, it's a sight better to cut up something that doesn't look like a family relation. Anyway, I'm running on. I'll clear the channel. Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter. We were out.
Right into the processor. Should be able to grab this bit off as well. Yeah, we cleared all down the side. It's just on the stretch of what we can manage with our grapple. Let's push that all the way in.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
There we go. Goal
Salvage
run
goal met.
reached.
Rewards will be paid.
Just got to be careful we don't accidentally drag stuff into the wrong place. Actually, on that, I'd like to pull this down. Oh, wait, that's down. Just send it straight across to the other side. Okay, that's going to go in nicely. So you're also processing. Well, that's lovely.
Object processed. Transferring credits. Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
You anything? You just bit of circuit, just a bit of circuit board. Okay. It's really satisfying getting bits free and watching them actually separate off. Just a little too far out of range. Okay, let's see. Can we move this bit out? Yes, we can. Look at it go. Perfectly aligned. Ah, I see. Missed one. I like that it gives you that little indicator as well. Up it all the way down there. This needs to come across. Yeah, it's going to bounce, but it'll get in. It will get in. That's the important thing. That's for the processor as well.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Right, we need to check the base again. Do more cutting. Let's actually do the roof bit just over here. Just out of range, right? Now this wasn't a pressurized cabin, so relatively straightforward, but there are going to be ones that we have to pay attention to properly. Make sure we don't blow ourselves up, blow the ship up, etc, etc. Cutting for the moment. Let's actually no, we've got a couple more bits just up here. Merge the roof off.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Deposit accepted.
Actually, I think that piece that I threw into the furnace just then should have gone into the...
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Might have needed to be a little bit smarter with that, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is all furnace. Salvage old ships. I don't know which one that is. Yeah, we need to make sure we're gathering this properly. There you go. Should get picked up from there.
Raw material deposited.
Is it like this at all, or?
Credits transferred. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Or is it a different style of game? Right, we might be able to just nudge this whole thing. Ooh, actually. Why is it thinking that the door... I suppose the door probably can go in the processor, but there's no way we're going to be able to cut that out. It's going to weigh too much. Okay, let's think about where we're going to cut it to try and minimize the losses. There we go. You won't remember it. So what I'm thinking is we cut through the middle of this. Actually, maybe we can get that door out. Sure, that works. This is not super precise. But this is going to work. Only a little bit sketchy. Just a little bit. Perfect. For varying definitions of perfect. Ship Graveyard Simulator. I've not heard of that before. I'm gonna have to see if I can find any info.
Salvage goals fully completed. Rewards assigned.
Yeah, you know what? This entire thing is just gonna go in over this side. There's no way I'm gonna get that door out.
Material deposited.
So we lost the
Account
door,
credit applied.
but the rest of it, all nicely done. What are you? Your furnace. That might be the last of it, actually. You're nothing that I can get though. Back to the hab we go. Look at that. Good day's work on the Odin. Oh, cool. We can wheel ourselves in quite well and quite dangerously. Yeah, that felt a little sketchy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up Ship Graveyard Simulator. So it wasn't perfect. We destroyed 4.1% of it, but we did manage to salvage 2 million worth, which is a dent off our outstanding debt at the moment, because there's going to be fees, of course.
New certification level awarded.
Hooray!
License upgraded.
And we're already halfway towards the next rank.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. The greatest reward in life is the chance to work hard at work worth doing.
Looking good, Cutter. Now go ahead and pick another ship.
Well, let's check our messages. Link's kiosk is available. That's where we can pick bits up. 1.7% employee discount. Only on Tuesdays, though. We can get a mackerel heavy cargo ship. Cool. And we are now cleared to work with fire. Which wouldn't necessarily sound dangerous in space, but yeah, definitely can be. we're not going to do anything with that. Let's have a look at the workstation. Because we've got links tokens, but we can't do anything with them yet. Ah, but we can put stickers on our guns! Or tools, I should say. And it makes it feel worthwhile. Let's get ourselves a new ship. So there's no point in us continuing with this one at all. We've stripped everything out from it. So the new ship's available as Mackerel Heavy Cargo, which looks like it has fire. In fact, they all look like they have fire as a hazard. So let's look at the value. 5355 58. Well, I guess you've just decided for us the light cargo ship. This is selecting a ship lower than the current rank. Well, it's not giving me one at my current rank, so yeah, I'm gonna have to do it.
Alright, hold up a second there, Cutter. Because you've increased your rank, we're gonna give you the next greatest ship. Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics, furniture, all stuff that Lynx can collect and resell. You're gonna want to throw those items on the barge. That's, the big green thing below you. Go ahead, have a look.
Yep, I see it.
Valuable objects or components down there. Don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything. Works great. Most of the time. Let's give it a go.
Alright, let's get a cutter out. And we'll split off the nacelle. That's a beefy boy.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Did the same with the other one. Let's get the old cutter out. Now, sometimes you want to check to make sure that the nacelles aren't like hooked up to anything that's going to explode on you.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Can we just pull this off? Yes, we can. There we go. Got one on the other side as well. No. Come on. Go. Give me the item.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Now, there's going to be stuff inside the cabin that we're going to want to put down there, but for the moment, I think we do much the same as we did previously.
Processing valuable object. Credits
Cutter
awarded.
back. Yeah, there's already stuff that I can see that we're going to be able to work with. Just have to be careful not to... oh, thruster fuel. Well, we don't use our thruster fuel yet, so we don't technically need that, but it's good to know that it's there. Is that in range? It is. Just about. Right. I should be able to push you out. Come on. Slowly does it. It is moving. It is moving the tiniest amount. And there is other stuff that we need to consider, which once we get this a bit further away, we'll split off into the barge. It's fine, it's not going to explode. We're just carefully easing it out. That's enough, I can get that off. Nothing to worry about. Wasn't going to explode. That was quite the hefty bit. Right, this pipe junction.
Nice work. Got that pretty quickly. Now, let me teach you about the kiosk. Once the training wheels come off, Link's regulations mean you gotta cover your own oxygen and fuel costs.
Of course.
That's the way things go. Turning it on now. Now, no need to panic. They'll last you a good while. But if you end up running out, you gotta top up at the kiosk over there. Let's have a look.
Sure. I'll just get this on the way while we head over. I think that's all fine. It's all supposed to be going to the processor anyway, mostly.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
Work by profit. Right.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Don't think I really want anything. I think we probably do need a suit patch kit, but
Good stuff, Cutter. Pretty easy, right? All right, I'll leave you to it. We'll chat again when you've hit the next rank. Weaver out.
yeah, we'll just keep an eye on our O2 and jump back if we need to. Oh, we can, yeah, pull ourselves in much faster that way. Alright, so last time we went through from the back, and that seemed to work pretty darn well. So I think we'll probably end up doing the same.
Processor deposit accepted.
Oh yeah, there's
Credits awarded.
pickups in this that we can also do. Suit patch kit, there we go. Let's grab that. First fuel doesn't matter. That's an O2 canister, which will be useful. Right, let's... we can put that on the barge. Little control panel, in it goes.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah, the scanner gets a little busy once you get into the nitty-gritty of it. Cutter. We'll clear the edge off as before. Ooh, they've got lights as well. Alright, well maybe we can grab some of the lights out before we go flinging bits around.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Should have wheeled it in.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
I will get used to reeling things in before sending them off. I don't think it matters if things get that badly damaged. Right, let's get back to the cutting that I was mentioning. It is a very relaxing game, this, but you can sink hours and hours and hours into it. So we're going to need to do below this and above. Spin and pause. Our O2 is looking alright at the moment. But we're going to want to consider grabbing that O2 canister that we saw previously soon. Clear. Next bit also looks clear. Just check as it's flying away. That away. That'll get us access to the airlock. There it is. Come with me.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
There's more lights on this side.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Okay, let's get that O2. So got the repair kit while we're here.
Cutter, make your way back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2.
No need.
Your color. Trust me on this one. We were out.
No need, my friend. All taken care of.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Okay, this can go across nicely. Swoosh.
Object deposit refused. Please be more careful.
Oh, okay, so there was one panel on that. But it was only one little bit. You're not going to get it all perfect anyway. Not without some serious time investment. slide this apart and start putting some of these lights down into the barge.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Give me the light. Cool. Right, let's grab this. Push it across.
Salvage registered.
Yes. Swing it around.
Processing valuable object. Credit
Tether
rewarded.
snap. That's not good. We just want to make sure that we don't accidentally throw it into the furnace. You know, for the big pieces, it would be a big waste. And I think they can get damaged, so you know, it's important to be careful.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Okay. We have a cargo hatch which can go into the barge. And some of it is just about, you know, checking these things and going, oh yeah, that's where it's supposed to go.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Storage bin. These bits should be relatively easy.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
As long as we don't end up killing
Salvage
ourselves with
deposit
it.
registered. Account credited.
We are getting a little bit low on our O2, but we've still got lots of time. Let's head once again to the back, and we'll come in from this side. Now, did that have a light on the inside? Is it going to complain? It might.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Seemed alright. Okay, let's lower ourselves down in here. Let's see if we can cut this next bit off. There's the line. Close the light off as it goes through.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Hey, Carter. I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2.
Yeah, right.
We were out.
Deposit accepted for processing. Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
There we go. Spin round. So maybe we'll
Oxygen reserves are critical.
maybe we'll head back a little bit
Contact
sooner
the
next
flight
time.
administrator to add asphyxiation coverage.
Oxygen.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Have a nice day.
It gives you good warning though. It's just a shame that the tether ends up dragging you all the way up. Slow down. Bit of a slingshot, that. Oh, these can go in the barge? Oh. Alright. Luckily, they're relatively quick to pull off. I'm not even sure if they're worth throwing in there. I'll attach each of these. That's some valuable cargo that they've got in.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So what's that? That's processor.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
I'm not sure if that top bit is supposed to be processor, but seems to be happy enough with it. So let's send it on that way.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
And yeah, for the cockpit itself, it's going to be tricky. We're not going to be able to get that glass out without like cutting the glass, which is, you know, it's fine. We can do it, but is it worth our time? I guess it depends on how close we get to the bits and pieces. Did not swing us around at all.
Applying credit. Salvage deposited. Applying
Still
credit to account.
more of these in there as well.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
You know what, let's
Applying
just take the entire cockpit bit. Get it out of the way. I'm not going to spend my time messing around with the glass.
Object processed. Transferring credit. Salvage deposit accepted.
As
Credit
this thing
transferred.
started spinning, it looks like it might have. Not too badly.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
There's definitely more cut points we can do in here, so let's swing around and get some of them off. Poster. No, I can't steal the poster. Take the suit patch kit though. Oh, Kevin, I was drinking before my shift. Don't worry.
Warning. Your
oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
Alright, let's go sort it out.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000.
It costs so much.
Stabilizing.
Hey, Silver. I'm alright. How you doing, mate? Good to have you along. I'm doing a bit of Hardspace Shipbreaker. My brother is busy today, so I figured we'd dive into his Steam library and play something that I haven't played. Question is, can we grab this now? We can, look at that. Oh no, come back. There we go. Got the light off it. It was not worth our time to do that.
Transferring credits.
Bit tired from work? Yeah, I know that feeling.
Accepted for processing.
Can all of this go just straight into the furnace? Probably not.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Don't know. Don't know. Not immediately, certainly not looking to do it anytime soon. I do quite like the Guildmaster mode, but I don't think it's as spectacular as the main campaign. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but because I've gone through all the characters, I've got my particular play style, I think it'd be better if I gave it a break before going near something like that.
Credits awarded.
Which is strange because when I originally got Gloomhaven, all it had was Guildmaster mode, but I was just waiting for the main campaign to come out. Alright. What have we got? I think we're gonna do a cutting split like we did previously. Yeah, would you know, that actually looks like I did some of what I wanted it to.
Credits transferred.
Oh yeah, we still got to get this whole thing away, don't we? Yank. On, reel it back in. There we go, that's probably close enough. Yeah, I mean, Guildmaster, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. It is definitely a different playstyle, though, because of how it takes you through stuff. And the only reason I'm not as keen on it is because I played the board game originally. So it always, it felt like it was taking some of my narrative choices away, just because it wasn't the narrative choices I was looking for. But it's definitely loads of fun. And who knows, maybe I'll do it at some point. but I'm just not expecting to do it soon. We've got for the channel. There's a load of things coming soon. TM. The Callisto Protocol is coming out very soon. There's Marvel Midnight Suns. Terror Invicta dropped today. But yeah, with Gloomhaven being free on the Epic Store, I've just been telling everyone that I know, if you don't have it, definitely pick it up. Even if you don't play it anytime soon,
Material accepted.
it's worth grabbing.
Warning. Oxygen low. Note that oxygen costs can be reduced through good breathing practices.
Ah, it's a stupid thing. Fine. I need to spin myself over. Ooh, that's sketchy. It's fine.
Welcome to Vintage Run Night.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Right, now back to my shit bits. I haven't played like Jaws of the Lion and stuff. Whether they're worth it, I don't know. I wanted to play them, but I thought that the price for two new characters was a little pricey. I am a massive type bastard though, so might not be the best person to judge that. I tend to look at the price of things and then say, like, am I going to get that many pints worth of entertainment out of it? Like, if I was out with my friends in the pub, would I get that much entertainment? And I think for what the DLC offers, probably not.
Material process.
But then also torn, because Gloomhaven is such a good and fun game, you want to support the developers. Did I leave a massive bit somewhere that just didn't make it in? Perhaps something down. Did I miss the barge with something? I don't know. I mean, it still thinks that there's 351k's worth of stuff somewhere. Is that it? The fuel tank never made it in. The fuel tank never made it in.
Account credited.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that out. That might have been timed in line with this this release, so it might be one that I've not seen. But let me just get back to the hab, and I'll tab quickly and have a look. See if I can give you an answer, even if the answer is. Tab. Oh yeah. Yeah, solo scenarios, mercenary challenges with mandatory quest. That is new. That's interesting. That might be interesting enough in itself. Specifically designed for each mercenary. So you think about the number of mercenaries you've got. That's potentially quite a lot of content in there. Yeah. It's likely to be for the GM mode. Well, Actually, it's hard to say, because if they're designed for the mercenaries, then it wouldn't matter which mode they go in. It just depends on what the rewards are for them. Unless the reward is just, hey, well done, you finished it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with prestige being the reward or the incentive. Let's quickly go to the store page. See what it is vendoring for. Okay, so Jaws of the Lion, 14 quid. Nah. Solo mercenary challenges, £3.77. Yeah, the solo challenges, that's definitely worth it. So £3.77 in London, that is half a pint. It is definitely worth half a pint for 17 more missions that have been specifically crafted to be a challenge. That's worth it. But I am, of course, looking on the Steam page rather than on the Epic Store, so it might not be on offer at the moment. But even then, I don't think it was much. I think it was only like $4.19 before discount. So we did all right in our salvage. Managed to knock another 5 million off that, and the cost of the oxygen wasn't bad.
New certification level achieved.
And we have a
License
new rank.
upgraded.
Yeah, and certainly with the couple of quid that I've got from the advertising revenue from the videos that I've put out, I can afford that £3.79 for those scenarios.
Good morning, Shipbreaker.
All I need now is time.
Lynx would like to share the following message. The only P's permitted in the salvage yard are profit, processor, and potassium trifluoromethane sulfonate.
Potassium trifluoromethane sulfonate. Wow, that is a mouthful. Yeah, I completely agree. I like the Epic Store because it does do freebies now and then that I don't have. For most of them, I end up adding them to my library, never installing them or what have you. But there are a couple that I've played a good few times and really enjoyed. Right, we can do the Mackerel Exolab. And hazards, electricity. Qualified to handle electrical hazards. I don't understand how we're qualified because we haven't actually done anything. Wow! The daily fees came in $500,000. It's pricey, but we are knocking like 5 million off a time, so overall. Overall, we're winning with this.
Hey, Cutter. I'm looking at the stats coming from your bay, and it's looking like you're really going to make your way around here.
Yeah, I think.
It's time to learn about how to upgrade your equipment. Some of the more advanced tools you'll soon have at your disposal. Head on over to your workbench in the equipment room, and we'll see about upgrading your tools.
Yeah, about time. Okay, so most importantly, we put a new sticker. This is going to go on the grapple. There we go. Safety third. Safety third. Wow. That's going there. Can I place this one on this as well? Oh, because I don't have any. Yeah, because I've already put the one out that I have. I thought I had one more. You know what? It's fine. They have different modes in this. Let's let's save and quit quickly because I can come back in. So there's your career, there's free play, there's a race. That's novel in itself. If we go into the career, it should just take us straight back, I think. But in addition to those options, there's also the profile, where you can specify how. Yeah, that's just taking us back. Let me just
Hello, Shipbreaker
get past
9346-52.
this.
Hey, Cutter.
Right, save and quit. Okay, if I go sign out. So there's an open shift which has a removed shift timer and oxygen drain for a more relaxed experience. I don't know how recently this has been added, but if your constraint worries are the game's constraints, they've worked around that. If it's just that, you know, you might need to spend 4 hours to dismantle one of the really large ships, then yeah, it's not something you can easily like put down and come back to without losing your flow. Free play, yeah, you can just pick a ship and go hog wild. Yeah, no, completely. I mean, for me, it's the least enjoyable part of the experience, but I understand why it's there for the game. So I'm gonna keep it on myself, but you don't necessarily want to be on that time constraint when you're trying to like approach it as a logical puzzle and like, how do I fix it in the most efficient way? Yeah, I get that. And yeah, if time constraints aren't your things, then you're not really going to want to do the races either. But there's different options for things. Let's get back on with the career. Control has declined to take a Turing test 40,000 times. That is a fun fact. Yeah, Kevin.
Good morning, Shipbreaker.
Get your Gloomhaven
Your
on.
Zeta wave levels are high.
There's
Please
like
administer
100
two caffeine pods before
videos
starting your
on my
shift.
channel if you want to like lose all of your life. Also, one thing I will say about
Hey,
Gloomhaven,
I'm looking at the stats coming from your
it is a
bay,
game
and
that
it's looking
starts
like
off
you're
very
really gonna
unforgiving,
make your
but
way
once
around
you're
here.
in it
Time
and
to learn
playing it,
about how to upgrade your equipment.
at some point it all
Some
just
of the
falls
more
into place.
advanced tools
I
you'll soon
personally think
have
it's
at
not
your
very well
disposal.
balanced for the
Head on
incredibly
over
low
to your
levels. It
workbench
is
in the equipment
playable
room,
and
and we'll
doable,
see
but
about
you're supposed to
upgrading your
have some equipment. You're supposed to have some knowledge about things. So your first 5 games, you're probably likely to not do well at just by nature of the way the game is set up. So in those games, don't necessarily worry about not succeeding in the scenario. Instead, just focus on getting as much gold as you can so that you can buy equipment back in town, so you can actually get your people to the point where they can do the missions. Right. Equipment room. Into the workstation.
I'm going to read this straight from the manual. Lynx rewards hard work and learning by giving shipbreakers access to tool improvements and new equipment. Reaching salvage goals is essential for becoming a master shipbreaker. Basically, they want to make sure you prove yourself first, before giving you the big guns. Completing salvage goals will net you shiny Lynx tokens. Use those tokens here to get yourself some new gear. So let's get going and learn about one of the most important tools in a shipbreaker's toolbox, tethers. Go ahead and purchase them.
Okay, so modular laser cutter? No. Handled utility grabber. Helmet worksuit demo charges. I don't see tethers. Let's go into the grapple. Tether module. There we go. See, I can figure these things out. That's going to take 5 of our tokens to do.
Repeat after me, Cutter. Tethers are your friends. Now, have a quick read, and let's hop back in the bay.
So, tethers are intuitive to use. Press and hold your grapple's secondary trigger to place the first contact point. Drag to another point and release. That puts them together, and they put... Yeah, great. So we can tether stuff into the furnace for efficient quick salvaging. We have other things that we can spend on those. So let's see. Oh, we can't actually do any of these because we don't have the tier requirement. Clusters, no, can't do anything there. Cross spectrum scanner, can't do anything there. How about a helmet? Nope. Worksuit, nope. Oh, damn gated progression. Damn gated progression to hell. Alright. Guess we're gonna start a new shift then. Might not have time to get all the way through this, but we'll see how we go. Oh, this is gonna be for training. Yeah, that's totally right, Silver. One thing I will say though is gaining experience as your person levels up, the game itself will make the game harder, which is good and bad. It's good because it keeps things balanced, nice and challenging, but it's bad because it means if you're trying to grind out stuff to get your people better equipped so that they can better handle situations, you might feel like the progression curve is going the wrong way for a moment. But at the higher levels you get more money, so you're able to gear up your equipment faster, and it all balances out in your favour in the end. Also, your higher level people are better. Better cards, they are better. Oh! Love Red Faction. Love Red Faction 1 and 2.
Tethers are more powerful than the beam in your grapple. They're great for moving super heavy salvage. Try it out. Press and hold the secondary input for the grapple to begin placement. Point where you want the salvage to move to, then release the input to create the tether. Great. Now, what if you want to get rid of the tethers you've already placed? There's a cancel command you can send, but take note that it clears all of your tethers. Go ahead and try it now.
Oh, why?
Salvage secured.
Cancel the
Yeah,
tethers.
there you go. Now, you've got unlimited tethers during this training exercise. But after this, when you need more, you'll have to buy them from the kiosk. Let's see how well you can handle them. Try and clear out a bunch of that scrap. You can stack multiple tethers on one object to increase the pull force. You can also chain objects of any size together to move them as a group. I've seen some cutters do incredible things with a daisy chain of tethers.
Yeah, that one looks alright. Seems to be working well enough. Messed that up.
Deposit registered. Account credited.
Alright. Well done, Cutter. Like I said, tethers are your friends. Once you get the hang of them, you can get pretty creative on how you use them. Now, when you're ready, let's go back to the hab and continue with the day.
Seems nice and straightforward. Probably not the smartest thing I've ever done. Let's try and slow down.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Except it's not real credit because it's a training exercise, so it doesn't count. So, yeah, I mean, there was nothing really to get from it. AI is technically illegal and cannot be harvested or salvaged by Link's employees. Interesting.
Hello, Shipbreaker. This is your morning wake-up call.
Oh wait, that training just cost me $500,000. What? Oh, that was absolutely the worst. And yeah, they totally are. Right, let's pick a new ship. Boris, 6.7. 8.59. Saucy Raven. Hello, sexy. Alright, let's do a Saucy Raven.
Cutter, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce you to the rest of the crew in our sector. Sound off, everyone.
Hey, Rook. Name's Luke. I was the worm until you showed up, so thank you. Now I get to do the hazing.
What are you talking about? We don't do that. Welcome aboard. Don't listen to her. I'm Dee Dee.
Oh, Nina. Hey,
Kai, your mic's still messed up.
Yep, that's a cut point.
How about now?
Better.
Just about
Oh, hey,
cut through
I'm
that.
Kaido. Kai.
Mic's still busted, huh?
Oh, yeah. Still waiting on the wreck to get
Heaven forbid they give us functional gear.
I'm sure they're working on it as fast as they can. Cutter, I added you to the sector comms channel. You can get lonely out here. Helps to check in with each other from time to time.
Right,
All right. Enough chin wagging. Let's get back to it.
grab that
We were out.
down.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So many components. Can I just pull the comms array off? Oh, I can. Will you look at that? Ba-dunk. Down it goes.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Ooh, I reckon we can cut that off. Now, these aren't big enough or heavy enough for me to worry about using tethers, but I haven't forgotten them, don't worry.
Transferring credit.
Ah, I thought I could get away with it. Not to worry. It's only minor burns. Just gotta let it cool down completely before going through the next bit.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
I'll just sling that down. Right. Let's head to the back.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh, you could easily lose yourself in this game. Easily.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Those are the medium-sized bits. I think I'm going to ignore those little lights this time. They're not worth anything and not worth the time. Precision lasering. That's what I'm all about. Precision lasering. Let's drag this out. And it's come away nice and smoothly. Perfect. Ow.
Helmet damage detected.
Okay, that was a bit fast.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Okay, is there any oxygen in here? I don't think so. Okay. Let's accelerate ourselves over here. And buy some more.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
So,
Have a nice day.
good fun. Should probably keep our light on. And actually, if I... we don't need a repair kit yet. We could do it when we get back. It's fine. A crack on the helmet never hurt anyone. Okay, there is lights on this, so we're going to want to pull those out. And down there.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
That can just go in one go, though. And this whole section, I think I can push on in.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Lovely. That's not coming out without something being cut. Let's do the barge bits.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
There you go, bit of repair. Just before I send it on its way, yeah, it does look like. You know what? It's fine.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
That looks like it can go in the barge.
Salvage deposit registered.
Okay.
Account credited.
Not bad in terms of value. out of our way, electrical cables.
Material deposited.
Lights are worth it. 3,000 each. They're not the most efficient thing, but
Deposited. Applying credit to account.
oh yeah, I mean it's totally
Deposit
awesome.
confirmed. Applying credit.
They've done such a good job with not just the aesthetic, but the atmosphere. I really like it.
All right, Cutter. You got about 5 minutes to fill your boots. 5 minutes left. Weaver out.
Mm. So we're at the point where we have time on our days. Let's try and split this off as much as possible. So all those electrical cables, they're going to be going into the furnace. Yeah. Are they worth it?
Material accepted.
Oh, damn, they are as well. Okay, fine.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are dropping.
Okay, I guess we start heading across now. Cheers for coming along, Kevin. As always, really appreciate you being here, mate.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. We have an
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Get back across nice and quick. Start opening these up. Okay.
Deposit accepted.
Grab them out as quick as possible. Is that this one done? It might be. No, there's still... Well, actually, maybe it is. Yeah. Done and done. That's not cut though.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credits.
Still got a minute. What can we do with a minute?
Looking
start.
like you got about a minute left, Cutter. 1 minute remaining.
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
Let's get this one in. 30 seconds left, loads of time.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
And there we go, the day is done. So, we're doing all right. Got 2.5 million salvaged from that. It's going to cost us another 500,000 in fees, though.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have 1 incoming transmission waiting.
Hey, Rook. I was thinking our crew should crack some beer sometime. You know, shoot the breeze, fantasize about a debt-free life and all that. Not that that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Weaver's been at this for years. 20, maybe? I was just getting kicked out of grade school when he started. Dee Dee sends most of her money home. Goes through links, of course, with huge transfer fees. And Kaido, well, look, Kai's great. He just hasn't really taken to the work. Lynx calls him a low earner.
Yeah, I know
As for
some
me, I'm trying to get
some
there
developers.
as fast as I can. I just need enough to get me one of those mining skips. You know, for boat running. Still so many rich rocks along the frontier line. Eventually want to hire some friends from back home. Oh, the Airs platforms. Round Mars? Good people. But work's hard to find there.
Yeah, while she's talking,
Don't know
we're
when
going to
that'll
carry
be,
on.
though. Just when I think I'm earning at a steady clip, there's another fine or fee. This job's fun as hell and all, but I got other plans. Maybe you do too. Anyway, don't want to get a fine for tying up comms. Kidding.
These
That's
days,
another
it's a bit of both. So
Either way,
a lot of
good luck,
places
Rook.
do
Blue out.
partial working remote and partial on site.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
Right, there's the
Today's weather
daily
report.
fees.
Clear and sunny, with a high of -270 degrees.
Here, a cousin mentioned the word beer. Well, that was worth listening to then.
How you holding up there, Cutter? Seems like you're getting the knack for it. Trust me, when you get well versed in the art of shipbreaking, it becomes a
Yeah,
joy to show up
I don't
at the
care. I
yard
just want to
each
get
day.
back out, break things.
Ain't a tray like it. Dancing between the ribs of a ship, spitting heat, do-si-doing with a 10-ton panel, taking a breather, gaze out.
Yeah, so the amount of mandated time on site isn't huge. For instance, me, I go on site once every 2 months, I think it is. But the way we've got our developers set up, we're pretty efficient at working remotely. But there are some things that it's just a lot better to do in person, and we're all pretty smart about that. Plus, we're all surprisingly sociable, so. Pull that in.
Material accepted.
And over over there. That's the last bits that we were waiting for this. So we can just hammer that in. Oh, hello, you. Nice little door control. Right, is this also all empty now? I think it is. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. And then you're like, well, what choice do you have, really? It's not exactly a decision you can make, unless like you've got no need for money. Right, cut her out. Depending on the industry you're in, getting hacked itself is obviously a problem, but it's not a problem. Covering it up or trying to cover it up, that's a problem. It sounds a little bit micromanagey, just in the whole you should have known, except you need to listen to us all the time, except you should have known. And it's a shame that there are places like that out there. We should be able to get the airlock out of this thing today. Chunk. Nice tether breaking. And push. Still got this bit to do over here, but got most of the kickers. Right, grapple comes in.
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
Let's actually push this a little bit further away. Can this whole thing... Yeah, I reckon that can all go into the process rather than this. Where did I put the barge? There it is.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So we'll just honk that over there.
Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage secured. Applying credits.
Warning. Oxygen reserves low.
Alright, I guess we'll go get some oxygen.
Regular gentle exercise to increase blood oxygen levels.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Valuable object processed. Credits.
It's always hard to know where the the balances between project priorities and people priorities.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
We only need a little bit more to rank up, and then we'll be able to get some unlocks for things.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
All gone. All gone. Drag this across.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Material deposited.
Yeah, this is all coming apart very nicely. At least at this stage it is. Let's get that last little bit of electrical wiring. You're not. That's close enough. It'll do.
Object processed. Transferring credits. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Looks pretty good so far. Alright, let's look for the next cut points. In under the floor. Perfect. Loads of stuff we can grab from in here. Let's do the next floor bit just while we're doing floor bits. Down you come.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Not got anything unexpectedly on top of you, have you? No. Good. So let's get underneath this and see what we've got. That's for the barge.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
It's not exactly the big money, but it's pretty good money.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Cutter, shift clock says 5 minutes left. You know what to do.
Yeah,
Weaver out.
works super quick. That's what I.
Salvage deposit secured.
That's what I do.
Credits awarded. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Don't ask me how I managed to squeeze that out around that corner. Apparently it works. There's a lot of computers in this one.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Warning. Low oxygen levels detected.
Okay, let's head and top up our O2. I would have thought they would have been able to recycle a table, but apparently not. Had to go in the furnace. Ah. Yeah, I could probably do that.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Thank you.
Right. There we go. Let's drop it to 65.
Oxygen levels stabilized.
Let me know if that's any better when we get into it. Although I'm probably not going to do a huge amount more. It's getting a little bit late here. Yeah, trying to get the balance. They've done a good job with the audio. But you can imagine that they would have been doing focus groups and stuff for that kind of thing.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Blast that out.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
You're going into the processor.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. For me, I've just got the music kind of like pumping in my ears, and it's what you end up focusing on. But because I'm the one instantiating each of the actions, it makes sense that it would just get tuned out. We might be able to pull this whole thing off. Okay, right. Yeah, that's just going in as it is.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
60 seconds left to wrap things up, Carter.
Assigned.
Look at that, we get a little chair as well.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit registered. Account
Get
credited.
the other one out as well. I wonder.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Can we pull the whole thing in time? Almost certainly not. It's not quite gonna make it. Ah. Oh well. I think that is going to be a good point to finish off the stream. We're 10 past 11 here in London. So I'm going to call it a night and get myself ready for tomorrow. But thank you so much for coming along. This has been awesome. We did some Nova Drift right at the start. Then some Hardspace Shipbreaker. Very welcome change from our regular schedule. But hopefully Greg will be back next week. And we'll be back to carrying on with Rainbow Six Extraction. Now, if you have enjoyed this, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when we go live in the future. Otherwise, have a very good week, everyone, and see you again soon.